Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network live tonight at the Dirt Trackless Show at Motor Speedway. It is Fast Friday, and it's time for the Max Throttle Motorsports 5-race Street Stock Challenge here this evening. We are in race number 4, so we picked up last week. We got tonight. We have one more week of this one. It's been great. We've got to thank David Coots, Davey Lamont, and all the guys over here at the Max Throttle Motorsports League. Congratulations. Welcome aboard, everybody, tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Phil LaCasse and Jack Chewed on the controls. The Phil and Jack Attack coming at you live and in living color tonight, live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. The first of 2 heat races on the docket, rolling out to the racetrack as we speak. So before we get trackside for tonight's starting lineup, thank our great sponsors here on the network here really quick. Got to thank the great folks over at Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, BladeNo.com, South Texas Speedway, Monster Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, and Full Throttle with a Jen over on YouTube as we get ready to rock and roll with heat race number 1. Let's go trackside for tonight's Voiles Trucking starting lineup on the pole with tonight's Hard Motorsports quick time, 19.321. We find the number 86 of Derek Fedkenhauer, and alongside the number 61 is Josh Peacock. In row number 2, the number 35 is Stephen Gregory with the 10 car alongside of Davey Lamont. Third and final row, well, it's a pair of Koontz in the third row. David Koontz, the number 19, with the number 13 of Marvin Koontz. So they start off side by side. They're back in row number 3. 6 drivers going to be out there. 10 laps going to be heat race distances here tonight. And what a stacked little front row there. Derek Fedkenhauer, Josh Peacock alongside. Not sure if you get 2 better street stock drivers than that rolling on the outside lane, as we'll see where this night is going to take us here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Glad you have chosen to tune in with us here on a great Friday night. We like to call it Fast Fridays. It's going to go fast tonight. iRacing, iFlag, green flag going up in the air, and Derek Fedkenhauer slams down, loud pedal down. Going to lead the field for the first time over in turn number 1 and 2. Josh Peacock going to fall in for second. Good race going on back here already for the third position with Stephen Gregory's 35. Davey Lamont in the number 10. He's rolling on the outside as well as we work off turn number 4, completing lap number 1. Give Defend the lead at the line, but you know, we got Josh Peacock's number 61. He's going to shoot it right down to the inside. He will grab the race lead off of turn number 2, and Stephen Gregory's 35. He's going to take a look underneath Defend over in turn number 3 and 4 as well. Off turn number 4, give the 61 the race lead. Mr. Peacock in the lead lap number 2. Good battle going on there for position number 2. Fedkenhauer up high. Gregory's 35 trying to make it dig down low. Doing a great job so far. Low lane looks to have a little bit of grip down there at the moment. Give Stephen Gregory second over in turn number 3. Here comes the 10 of Davey Lamont. Davey going to work over the inside, trying to make his right on the 86. He gets loose off of turn 4. Allows the 86 to keep it eaten up high. We almost go 3 wide this time as Derek gets a hell of a run off turn number 2. Shoots up the gap alongside the 35 as they go back door to door. Can Derek reclaim position number 2 off turn number 4? He looks like he'll relinquish the spot at the off the corner, but they stay dead even at the stripe. Peacock continuing to lead. Last week's winner aboard car number 61 as he leads by 3 car lengths down the back chute into turn number 3. And it looks like now Paul Fedkenhauer in for second. We got a race going on for third as Gregory makes a little love with the outside wall in a 3 and 4. That's going to allow Lamont's number 10 down to the inside. So give Davey Lamont position number 3 as he gets loose going into 1 and 2. And look at that 35. Fire back on the outside. Pretty good battle there. A couple of buddies over now in 3 and 4. We're already halfway home here, and this time got a complete lap number 6 for the race leader. Bulletproof Motorsports, car number 61, Josh Peacock leading them off into turn number 1. 5 car lengths over Derek Fedkenhauer. A little bit of a gap back to that race that was going on for third with Stephen Gregory. Davey Lamont looks like for the time being that's kind of almost been settled out for the most part. Davey now riding up high. You look back and you find the number 19 of David Koontz riding in the 5th spot. Marvin Koontz running a distant 6th in the field as we work off turn number 2. 61 got a lead, and this time as he exits turn number 3 and 4, he is going to see 2 to go from the stand. 2 more trips around the 4/10 mile dirt track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway, for the driver of car number 61 as he comes off the corner with an interval of about 3 car lengths now on Fedkenhauer, who's got that right rear right up perched against the wall. Into turns over 1 and 2, down the back chute into 3 and 4, closes that gap down to about 2.5, 3 car lengths to the corner. Derek a little bit quicker, it looked like that time by as Peacock takes the white flag with a lap of 19.494, 14.494 for the race leader, Josh Peacock. Last time by Fedkenhauer 19.53, so Josh a little bit quicker, and is he in 3 and 4 for the final time? Checkered flag going to go in the air. Heat race number 1 goes to car number 61 of Josh Peacock. Derek Fedkenhauer in for 2. Davey Lamont going to grab 3rd over Stephen Gregory. David Koontz going to get 5th. Marvin Koontz going to finish up 6 as his car came down to pit road. So that'll do it for heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 about to roll its way trackside. So let's take you through our Voiles Trucking starting lineup here quickly before this one gets underway. On the pole for tonight with number 631, that is Alex Cummings, and alongside in the number 4D, that is Frank Gonzalez. Run number 2 this week aboard, it looks like 11 on the server. It is car number 13, that is Caleb Ramsey, with the Dukes alongside the number 2 of Michael Redding on the outside of row number 2, and rolling off 5th and final position tonight on the field aboard car number 37. That is going to be Willie Whitaker. So there we've got it. 5 drivers around for their chance at 10 circuits around this 4/10 mile dirt track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and that'll set the stage for a 35-lap main event. It is going to go quick, and that is why we call Fridays Fast Fridays here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. See, Shane Coffey was over there watching, seen a couple of the guys kind of struggling in and out as well. If you guys can do us a favor, like our link out there, share the link, and let everybody know the Phil and Jack Attack is out here live on a Friday night in Charlotte. The Max Throttle Motorsports guys, a 5-week street stock challenge. This is race number 4, week number 4. So we'll have the conclusion of this short little burst series here in a couple next week, and then we'll see if these guys regroup and want to put something together here for the fall or whatever. If we do, we'll hopefully be able to catch up with them and cover this also little place to race here. Is David Koontz has done a hell of a job putting this all together. The field working its way into 3 and 4. iRacing.com safety truck has made its way into the infield, and it is time to go back. Green flag racing presented by iRacing. I-flag off of turn number 4. Green flag going to go in the air. Alex Cummings going to be the first on that. Loud pedal down, leading him off into turn number 1. Frank Gonzalez up high, the number 4. Caleb Ramsey's 13 down low, and look at that run up high for the 4 starting position for Michael Redding in now, said number 2, trying to read the number on the side of the race car, but he has that thing rolling on the outside, that white and red car. He's rolling up high. He's falling back to 4th. They were 3 wide there for second off turn number 2. They're going to go right back to it again. Look at Redding. Looks like it's heading on 92 on the side of that car, I believe. I think it says 92 there. There's an 02, something there with a 2 there in the back of the 02 car. I think it's 02, maybe 02. Trying to take a peek. It's Michael Redding for sure. They're up high in that car, running up high behind Caleb Ramsey. Frank Gonzalez down low, all chasing the race leader, The 631 for sure is Alex Cummings. He leads the field. Caleb Ramsey trying to chase him down from position number 2. Then you get the 02 versus the 4. They are door-to-door off turn number 4 for position. And number 3, Frank Gonzalez down low in that black number 4, doing a hell of a job. That 02 up high, Michael Redding getting a good run off the high side. I thought he may be taking a peek to the middle. Yes, he does. Tries to slam the door shut. Him and Frank make a little bit of contact. He hits the Ute tire. And, we're back on his roof, from his roof to his wheels. And that's going to bring out our first Hanover Wrecker Service caution flag of the night. You've seen it happen live on your screen. And that is going to let me get back on my soapbox and say, what in the heck are we doing out there with these Stang Ute tires? Watch that thing back through the BladeNote.com full velocity instant replay. That thing hits the tire, stuck, destroyed. Frank has nowhere to go, plows in the back of him. We've discovered over time, folks, the Ute tires do not work. Why do we put them down there? They're high assault, low speed weapons. They destroyed Michael Redding's car. If it was a wall, he'd probably bounce off it. He would probably keep going because we all know the walls work. Ute tires do not. Be a part of Phil's revolution right here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Once and for all, let's end the stupid Ute tire. They just don't make any sense out there. Not sure what their purpose is, but they do just exactly what you saw. Carnage, destroyed race car. Tough break for Michael Redding in the 02 as he got a little bit overzealous to the middle. Frank checked up, made contact, and Michael's car now kind of missing a little bit of parts as he's down to the infield. It looks like we're going to come through 3 and 4 this time around. I believe we're going to get 1 to go on the field. Alex Cummings continuing to lead over Caleb Ramsey. Look back there in position number 3. You find that number 37 of Willie Whitaker. Frank Gonzalez going to restart 4th. And look at the 02. By the magic of iRacing's quick repair. 02 down on pit road. Nah, we don't have to take care of these race cars. Let's just screw up with a quick repair. It's all back to brand new. Michael Redding going to restart 5th here on the lap. So we're 7 laps complete, working now on lap number 8. So this one's going to be, it looks like a 2-lap sprint to the finish here. Going to be green, white checker to settle heat race number 2 as we walk off turn number 4. iRacing guy flag, green flag up in the air. Alex Cummings launches that machine off the 4th turn. He's going to now make his move up to the high side to hold off Caleb Ramsey. Willie Whitaker going to take a peek down to the low side of the 37 as we're off into turn number 3 and 4. Frank Gonzalez back to the low side of the 4D, going to pick up 3rd and maybe now look for 2nd off the 4th turn as white flag going up in the air. White silk on the field for the 631 of Alex Cummings leading over Caleb Ramsey. Frank Gonzalez, Willie Whitaker riding it out there, battling for 3rd. Michael Redding trying to make a last-ditch effort. The 02 off into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag going to go in the air. Give heat race number 2 to Alex Cummings in the 631. Caleb Ramsey for 2. Looks like Frank Gonzalez going to hold on for 3rd there over Michael Redding, and Willie Whitaker going to run our 5-car field for heat race number 2. That is, I believe, going to move us in to our concert. Going to move us into our 2-minute warm-up before a 35-lap main event. So before we get racing, what do you say we throw this thing trackside? Let's pay honor to this great nation, the United States of America, and the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
All right, back here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Love that rendition of National Anthem. Got to thank our buddy James Grace for that one. And speaking of James and the King of Highside Double Down, we've signed on to take on their great event coming up tomorrow night, the Cam Man 100, right here at their track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway Super Late Models. If you want to get involved, contact the gang over the Highside Double Down League. Get a hold of either James Grace or Justin Sick, is we're doing a great event tomorrow for Justin's nephew, who's been not doing so well here recently. So we're going to do some stuff for them tomorrow night here, the Cam Man 100, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on your source for esports racing. What do you say we go racing tonight here with the gang? Max Throttle Motorsports, presented by Stupid Fresh Graphics. Here comes your Voiles Trucking starting the lineup. Report number 61 tonight on the pole is going to be last week's winner, Josh Peacock, and alongside the number 631, that is Alex Cummings. In row number 2, the number 86 of Derek Fedkenhauer with the number 13 of Caleb Ramsden, the outside of row number 2. In row 3, the number 10 car is Davey Lamont with the number 4 of Frank Gonzalez on the outside of row 3. Row 4, the number 35 is Stephen Gregory with the 02 of Michael Redding alongside. David Coote starts off next. He is in car number 19 with the number 37 of Willie Whitaker, rounding out our top 10 in shotgun on the field. Aboard the number 13, that is going to be Marvin Coote. So we get a pair of 13s. Marvin Coote's going to tail out. Caleb Ramsey's 13. That white and green machine going to start on the outside of row number 2 as we get ready to lock and load a quick one here. 35 laps of distance here tonight for the gang at Max Throttle Motorsports off of turn number 4. iRacing, I fly. Green flag goes up in the air and we go racing down into turn number 1 and 2. Josh Peacock right away goes up high, starting the outside lane from the pole. That number 61 carries the field off into turn number 3. Derek Fedkenhauer in for the second spot. Caleb Ramsey gonna fire back up high. Davey Lamont's number 10. He's the 4th car there in the middle of the racetrack as they go off the corner to complete lap number 1. 61 of Josh Peacock trying to pick up right where he left off here last week, picking up a race win here with the Max Throttle Motorsports gang. Derek Fedkenhauer running that extreme low side, doing a hell of a job there in the 86. He rides in P2, and here comes Caleb Ramsey, the number 13. Caleb going to look to the outside of the racetrack over in turn number 1 as he goes up high. Fedkenhauer keeping that thing glued right down to the low side of the racetrack. Which lane is going to be better? I guess we'll find out over the course where this 35 lap feature event takes us off into turn number 3 and 4. Davey Lamont, the number 10, making some stuff happen there as he's working down to the low side of Caleb Ramsey. Now into turn number 1 and 2. They make a little bit of contact. 10 car shoots the 13 up the hill. Now look at Davey Lamont. He's going to peek his way underneath for position over to the 3rd turn. Davey Lamont now up to 3rd. Look at this race just behind. 3 wide for 5th on back. They are getting after it back there. You got Michael Redding, you got Frank Gonzalez, David Coots right there. That's a terrific 3 wide battle. 6, 7, and 8 is down there wrecking over in turn number 1 and 2. They've all spun out, and it looks like a yellow flag going to roll out to the speedway. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Brought to you by Hannibal Record Service. Going to put us down under the caution flag on lap number 6. And Jack will show you off here with a BladeNote.com full velocity instant replay. Believe it was the 02 of Michael Redding gets into the side of the 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Around they both go and puts us under the yellow flag here for the first time tonight on lap number 6 of a 35 lap main event. And slow it down here as they were getting after a pretty good battle, going on back there 2 wide, 3 wide. Looks like just a story to cap off here from last week. There were some post-race penalties here for shenanigans we saw on the racetrack in last week's feature event. And tonight you got guys like on the 631 of Alex Cummings, who was due to start on the outside of the front row. Well, he was given a tail end of the longest line for aggressive driving last week, as was number 35 of Stephen Gregory. So both those drivers had to start the main event toward the back of the field with 11 cars here, having a strong run early. Both drivers now find themselves in pretty good position. Gregory up to the 4th spot in the 35. Alex Cummings has worked his way up to 7th in the 631. They got plenty of time left to get it done. As this time, I think we're going to get lights out around the 410 mile, but Josh Peacock leading Derek Fedkenhauer in for second. Stephen Gregory now placing in third with Davey Lamont, Frank Gonzalez, David Koontz, Alex Cummings, Marvin Koontz, Caleb Ramsey, Michael Redding, and I believe Willie Whitaker was scheduled to be out there in a 37, and I see the 37 car down on pit road, so not sure if there was issues for Willie that precluding him from getting out there racing, but he has shown 4 laps down to the field, so he didn't even get out there to complete, I think, more than 2 or 3 laps, so tough break for the driver of that number 37, Willie Whitaker, who showed pretty good in his heat race. Looks like he'll come up short here live in the 410. So the lights go out this time by. So we're going back to racing. Say hey to Joel Carmichael out there watching via Facebook Live. Joel, thanks for watching, brother. Hope all is well out there in the world on a Friday night as we get set to go back to it. As the safety truck makes its way down to the infield in the back straightaway, it is time to go racing here in the dirt track in the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Josh Peacock going to lead them off of turn number 4. A slow, creepy crawl. I race the guy flag. Green flag goes back in the air as we begin lap number 10. 61 car down into the corner. Going to lead Derek Fedkenhauer there for second. Runaway Davey Lamont's number 10. He's trying to make waves down to the low side as he takes the spot away from Stephen Gregory. Gets to the extreme low side, almost makes contact with that U-tire, man. Is anybody ever going to learn? And we got wrecking off a 4, 1 car around, think of the 35. That got turned around. I think they somehow kept it going as that car was all the way around. They kept their foot in the throttle, straightened them back out. We stay green. Terrific job by those guys. It was getting wild there off the 4th turn, but they somehow kept that thing pointed. That's a attaboy to these drivers out there tonight getting after it, but it is Josh Peacock leading over Derek Fedkenhauer there for second. Davey Lamont now leading David Koontz. David on the 19 up to the 4th spot, but he is under pressure. Alex Cummings in the 631 going to peek down to the low side on turn number 4 as that car gets really wicked loose to the corner. Falls back in line as low side starting to go away. These cars starting to drift to the top lane of the racetrack, and if you're guys like Davey Lamont, well, he had the right rear all the way up, jacked up in the rear. Looks like the right rear was almost coming off the ground. That time off turn number 2 as he works it down to the low side through 3 and 4, trying to run down our top 2 up front. Josh Peacock, Derek Fedkenhauer, 2 of the very best out there in the street stocks, leading 1-2. A little bit of gap back to the 10 car running in 3rd, and then this good race going on for 4th on back, where David Koontz is leading over Alex Cummings. And look right there, you got Stephen Gregory's number 35, Caleb Ramsey in the 13, trying to enter this battle as well. Pretty dang good race going on for 4th on back. Koontz slides up in front of the 35. If they didn't touch, I don't know how they did it, but now we're going to slow it back down because that yellow flag is coming back to the starter stand. Yellow, yellow, yellow for the 2nd time here tonight, live on lap number 15. Slow it back down. See if we can't go back and give you a BladeNote.com full velocity instant replay. It looks like the 0-2 of Michael Redding into the back of the 13, and then Frank Gonzalez is completely just nails him. I don't think Frank had anywhere to go on that one. Big hit there for the 4 car. Frank Gonzalez into the side of the 0-2 of Michael Redding. Michael's been involved in enough here today as well. 2nd yellow flag of the night now, working on lap number 16, where Josh Peacock continues to lead over Derek Fedkenhauer, Davey Lamont, David Koontz, Alex Cummings going to be your top 5 guys. Got to thank our buddy Tyler over at Hanover Record Service, all the great things he does for the iRacing dirt community. Got to thank him for all he does here at the Full Velocity Racing Network, as well as one of our Royal Blue sponsors here night after night. Got to thank him. If you can go over now, look them up. If you're in the West Virginia area, look them up and get a tow if you need be. Check them out today on Facebook over at Hanover Record Service. Go over to Google.com if you would and search up Hanover Record in the search bar. Help him get to the top of the Google search portfolios as well. Thank you, Tyler, all the gang over there. Check the Facebook page out. Now they've had a lot of work coming on to a fab shop, repair shop. Looks like it's coming along well. Wish those guys all the best and thank them for what they do for us here on your source for esports racing. They're on a Friday night with the Phil and Jack Attack. Hope everybody out there is doing well on this beautiful Friday night up here in the Northeast. Hope you guys are all nestled in, ready for a fantastic night. We call this Fast Fridays here on Full Velocity, something we don't do too often, but every time we do, it's always a lot of fun to come out here. Missing my partner in crime, my brother, Mr. Stanton, out at the Afton Motorsports Park tonight, so the Phil and Jack Attack rolling out here on a Friday as we go back to racing. Josh Peacock just now past halfway. Working now lap number 19 of a 35 lap main event. Peacock in a lead over Fetkenhammer, Lamont, and Coots off into turn number 3, but going to be short-lived as we got yellow flag racing the speedway once again. Caution flag in the air as we hit lap number 20, and we'll see if we can't go back once again. Show you Bladeno.com full velocity instant replay. It looks like it's David Coots into the side of a 35 of Stephen Gregory. Since the Coots machine around, put David back to the rear of the field. Slow him down once again here live in your source of esports racing. If you guys have yet to do so, you need to head over to our website now, fullvelocitytv.com. We have so much great going on here in the month of August, including we're going to be rolling off of the Cam Man 100 tomorrow. A special event over a high side double down. Jack Hewitt on Sunday. It's ran over at DWR, the Eichstadt Modified Series presented by Eichstadt Raps, our buddy Eric Eichstadt. Go see him over there in chat. Good to see you, Eric. Hope you're doing well, brother. Can't wait to catch up with you on Sunday. We're also going to have the DWR Sunday Shootout right here in the Street Stocks coming up Sunday night. Just start what is going to be a great week of network coverage. Monday night, the big championship night over at the Dirt Slaying Outlaws with the Pro, the super late model. So that's going to be a really ferocious couple of days of racing. And you can see the entire schedule over at fullvelocitytv.com. Look and check out all our great sponsors. Look at our awesome contributors. So many people behind the scenes here that you don't hear a lot about that have been a part of Full Velocity Racing Network in some way, shape, or form. And you can also get involved. How about some love and some stars donations out there live via Facebook Live if you're out there watching. Stars do a lot of great things for us to help us keep our product costs low, keep our overhead low, keep us very busy night after night here. That's the only way we can do it to help you guys out there support us live. Stars donations on Facebook, again, that they really do mean a lot when you throw them out there, guys. So what do you say we go back to racing here now on lap number 22 complete. Josh Peacock over Derek Fetkenhauer leading them off into turn number 1 and 2. Good rebound for that number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. He runs to the low side, trying to make room under Davey Lamont off of turn number 2. Davey motors back around the outside lane. Now we're going to take a peek to the low side on 3 and 4. Davey Lamont versus Derek Fetkenhauer for 2. Give it to Defed off the corner. All chasing that number 61 car up front. Our buddy Josh Peacock leading them off the corner, carrying that momentum. 2 car lengths, so the 86 down into turn number 3 and 4. Lamont back there in position number 3, and he keeps that car just digging down to the low side, trying to find all he can. Alex Cummings, a terrific rebound for the 631 tonight from the rear. He is up to 4th. Caleb Ramsey running in 5th. Frank Gonzalez, the 4D, is rebounded nicely. He is up to a 6th spot, and he's looking for more over in turn number 3 as he is down low. I believe is that Caleb Ramsey over there as well, right in tow. I believe it's the 35 of Stephen Gregory. Those guys having a terrific race back there for 6th on back. Gonzalez down low in the 4D. I believe that's a 35 of Stephen Gregory. Sure is. Stephen running up high, doing a terrific job there. Michael running in the L2 on the outside looking in. Michael's been the action car all night long here. It's excitement can be found. It hasn't been too far away from that O2 as we work off turn number 2, where Josh Peacock trying to go flag to flag with this one for the 2nd week in a row. Derek Fetkenhauer stalking him off into turn number 3. Great run tonight for the 10 car of Davey Lamont. Can he capitalize on a good run here tonight and maybe put that thing up to 2 spots further as he currently runs a very strong and solid 3rd. Alex Cummings trying to work him over off the 2nd corner. 631 doing a terrific job as well. Great run running there in the 4th position, looking now to the low side over in 3 and 4 where pretty much everybody up front all up against the wall. Frank Gonzalez, the only taker down low. Meyer back there running for 6th and 7th as we're running down on laps here. Working on lap number 29. So 29 going to be complete this time off of turn number 4. 61 of Peacock, a little bit high. Fetkenhauer even higher, making some love to the wall over in turn number 3 and 4. Fetkenhauer keeps it up there. Lamont now in the 10 car. He keeps it up high. It's the 631 of Alex Cummings. He makes a gander to the low side now over in turns number 3 and 4. Racing on for 3rd. Can he make it stick? Is it going to matter? Because we're going to slow the field back down once again. Hanover Record Service caution flag. Yellow, yellow, yellow for the 4th time now as we have 30 laps complete. Slow it back down. Put Jack back to work down there with a BladeNode.com full velocity instant replay. I think this one may have got the 4-car again of Frank Gonzalez. He was down there running on the low side all by his lonesome. It looks like he got into the side of the 35 and Stephen Gregory. Stephen's kind of been a pinball tonight too in that 35 car. Those three drivers, M2 and Michael Redding, they have certainly put on a show for us. They're running on the outside of the top 5. Yellow flag presented by Head Over Record Service on lap number 32. If you guys have yet to do so, you're going to check out our buddy Jeff Brown over at iRacingIFlag.com. New product came out today. You want to find out how to be a step above the competition? Well, we're going to show you how. Roll that ad.
Boy, these iRacing iFlag cars are fast tonight.
You know, Todd, I guarantee you, Brown, Leonardi, Weaver, Capert, and Pena are all using their products on their sponsor.
All right, quick yellow flag here. I have to cut that one off. We're going to thank our buddy Jeff Brown over at iRacingIFlag.com as we get back to it now, as we're going to get 34 laps on the board as we got one car in the infield in turn number 3 and 4. Davey Lamont down in the infield. Looks like we may stay green here as we got white flag on the field. One more trip around. For the driver of car number 61, Josh Peacock, leading Derek Fedkenhauer. Stalking it down right on the rear bumper to 3 and 4. Derek going to make a move down low. Can we throw sliders here to finish it off tonight? Peacock going to fire back on the outside. A drag race to the start finish line. Oh my goodness. It is Josh Peacock picking up the win by 0.056 seconds. 56 thousandths of a second. The interval for Josh Peacock over Derek Fedkenhauer. Alex Cummings rallies back to get 3rd. Caleb Ramsey finishing 4th. Stephen Gregory 5th. David Koontz will finish up at 6th with Michael Redding 7th. Frank Gonzalez 8th. Marvin Koontz 9th. Davey Lamont will finish 10th. And Willie Whitaker, looks like issues with the opening lap, so that car ended him in the infield. So 11 drivers started. Terrific night here at racing. Live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, where Josh Peacock, for the 2nd week in a row, gonna take down the race win. We will talk to him and the rest of the top 3 live next on the post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. All right, back here live in the Full Velocity Racing Network. Was hoping to give you a post-race show brought to you by BladeNode.com. I do not see our top 3 even in the ballpark here. I do not see an Alex Cummings or a Derek Fedkenhauer. I don't believe we're going to be able to get even Josh Peacock down there on BladeNode.com victory lane. So It may be a quick one here tonight from the dirt track of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Got to thank the guys at Max Throttle Motorsports for having us. Terrific job by these guys. Josh Peacock going to go to victory lane for the second week in a row. Thanks to David Koontz, Davey Lamont for all the hospitality. Got to thank our sponsors once again, of course. Got to thank, of course, Stupid Fresh Graphics, a sponsor here at Max Throttle Motorsports. Got to thank Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, BladeNote.com, South Texas Speedway, Monster Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, and Full Throttle with the gent. As it looks like we may be able to get our winners interview after all, as we'll get Mr. Peacock pulled into the room, it looks like, and looks like I have the ability to move him around. So what do you say we bring our race winner to the conversation? He has unmuted the microphone down here at BladeNote.com, Victory Lane. Josh, for the second week in a row, we get you here down here at Victory Lane, and you lead all the laps once again, brother. Tell us about your night there in that 61. That car looked to be pretty dang hooked up.
Yeah, I got lucky enough and got the win in the heat race, and the way the track was set up tonight, it was bound to go all topside dominant. I got lucky enough, I was out front and was able to hold everybody off.
Yeah, you did a heck of a job too. Early caution flags. I think Derek had a really good piece as well. What is it about this racetrack, man? Early on in the night with the heat races and whatnot, even the opening laps of the feature, some guys go down there to the low side and make passes, but once we got to about lap 10, low side was completely gone. What the heck do you think that is? Was it weather out here tonight? It was really more dusty than normal, but why this racetrack always so topside dependent in these street stocks?
Nah, street stock's a more momentum-based car, and way the track, like I said, the way the track was started out, I mean, there's a cushion since we loaded into practice. I said it was bound to go topside dominant. You could run the bottom, early, especially in 3 and 4. I run that for half the feature until it finally got too sketchy and dicey to run without clipping one of the Uke tires. So I fell on line up top.
Man, them Uke tires, they saw some visitors here tonight, but thankfully, Josh, you were not one of them. Picking up the win here once again tonight, the Max Throttle Motorsports Group here at the dirt track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 2 weeks in a row, I'd say that's a pretty good job. I'll give you the mic one more time here via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. You know how the bit works there, buddy. I'd like to thank out there all the great people that follow you around.
I'd like to thank David over at Max Auto Racing for putting this series on, giving us something to come out and run for a little bit of money. Also, I'd like to thank you guys for the broadcast. Most of all, I'd like to thank my teammates, Bulletproof Motorsports. And coming out, we took top 4 tonight. This is a pretty good deal.
That sure is. When you get the team to go 1 through 4, that's a hell of a good night right there. And that's what you got from BladeNote.com, Victory Lane. Our brother in arms there, Mr. Josh Peacock, taking down the win here this evening. We'll let him get back to it. And that'll do it for us here tonight live for the Full Velocity Racing Network. To thank all these guys again. Thank our great sponsors for Jack Truin, Todd Stanton, Ron Piles, Martin Karch, and the entire cast of characters, so many behind the scenes here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Phil the Cast going to sign off, but we are back tomorrow night with a special Saturday night matinee of Full Velocity TV. We're going to be over at the High Side Double Down League at about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Cam Man 100 coming up live on the airwaves. Get a hold of the gang at James Grace, High Side Double Down. Get a hold of Justin Sick. It's a great race for his nephew tomorrow night. We will be there live from right here at the dirt track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway, in the super late model. So for all the guys, once again, we'll see you back here tomorrow night live on your source for esports racing.